You go.
Shoes dangling.
Phone silenced. I was surprised the school was in session on Veterans Day.
Yeah, they are.
This is the
You're live.
10th year. I'll give you the full story later.
So the time is 6:03 and I call the Board of Selectmen meeting to order. Please stand for the pledge of allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Citizens' comments?
Nope.
Anyone? Approval of minutes for the October 22nd special meeting.
I'm good with it.
Second.
Okay, so motion's been made and seconded to approve the minutes from October 22nd. Is there any discussion?
No.
No, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, and none there. Correspondence announcement.
Additions agenda.
Is that just a placeholder?
That's a placeholder if you have a guess. Or anything. We are looking into ordering banners for the streetlights,
Nice.
and we like this one for the winter, so it could be changed like in the winter and then in the summer for now.
Okay.
We like this one for the winter. Add some decoration.
I like it.
We can afford.
Hmm?
So finally found one that we can afford.
I was gonna say, and what's the cost?
They're like $39 for a banner.
$39.
Yeah.
Are they gonna last more than a week in the wind?
They attach.
Attach on the top and
They're
the bottom.
24 by 36, and there's two bars that go out, and they're like, they go on the side and they're a long way this way.
Okay.
You see them in a lot of the towns that have them.
Not to be the Scrooge of the parade here, but, having added the park and so forth, so on, it's gonna take up time from the.
The guys actually like this better than putting up Christmas decorations.
I wasn't aware they put up any Christmas decorations.
The Cub Scout pack does the gazebo, does a tree at the gazebo and decorates the gazebo.
We have them put lights on the town hall, and they said they'd rather do this than the lights, and we said that's fine because we don't think we're gonna do the lights anymore anyway, so. Because they fall down.
Yeah, but then we don't have the reindeer thievery back and forth between the
Well, you
gazebo
can
and
have
town
the
hall.
reindeer now. They can all migrate to the back. That's what I was saying. I was like, oh, Skip could have the rest of the reindeer there. Or we just move them around town either way. I'm not gonna kick out of that.
That's the winter thing. For the summer,
Cheese ball.
cheese ball container.
How many of these are we thinking of putting up? One on every pole or every other pole?
I think we were looking at every pole, so.
How many poles are there? 10?
27.
Huh?
27.
27. Wow.
Yeah.
We budget for flags every year, though.
Yeah,
It's about $700.
yeah, it's not much.
Right, every place I've looked at for Christmas decorations, they've always been like thousands of dollars.
Yeah,
With the lights, and then they're so expensive and difficult to hang up.
Okay.
Are these gonna clear the road? Because I know
Some of
the
them
poles
go
are-
on the ones,
Yeah.
some
reverse
poles are
side.
closer to the road, so the flags would go on the other side.
But the ones that would face the road,
They're
there would be enough room for the
Yep.
trucks to clear.
Yep, they would be shorter than the flags that are out there now, so. The next thing we have is we were notified
Just one
that,
last question.
Yeah.
And they're gonna say Christmas?
no, they just say Town, Connecticut.
Oh, okay.
They're just-
That's-
So we can leave them up till like
I want to
March,
make sure we weren't
Yeah,
excluding
no, they
anybody.
would do, we could leave them up until like, yeah, it's not snowing.
March,
anymore.
April.
Yeah,
yeah.
so that's what we figured.
Nobody's doing the white snowman?
Yeah, I think it's cute. It's smiling,
No.
happy. received notification that the town of Allentown ceased to be a designed,
Designated
yeah,
Designated.
Distress.
it looks like design.
distressed community.
Is that design?
Yeah, it's designed.
Yeah,
So that's a typo there.
okay.
You were not wrong. Let me just, you were not wrong, Tracy.
It's supposed to
It's
be
a late-
designated, but they
Yes.
put designed. That's why I'm like, it doesn't make sense, but I swear that says design. As a distressed municipality in 2024, and the town remains eligible,
Oh, we are still designated.
we ceased.
We are still, oh,
We ceased to
we
be,
cease to be designed,
yeah,
so,
design.
but we still qualify
But
to
we
be.
still qualify, yeah.
And what does this
Okay.
do for us?
It gives us, when grants come up, there's certain grants that you can only apply for if you're a distressed
Design
municipality.
community?
Yeah, it's a design community, and there's, certain ones that you get prioritized for grants if you're a designated,
Design community.
Yeah.
Distressed, yes. Design distressed.
yeah, so
Okay.
we're still can get the benefits until 2029. But what's been happening is we've been, like last year, like we were bumped off, and then last year we got back on, and now we're bumped off, and it goes.
What is the criteria that determines whether that we're designed or not?
It's kind of weird how they do it, and some of it has to do with the housing stock, like houses were built. Were built in like the before the 60s or something, so the more houses you have that were
Pre-19,
pre,
lead painted?
yeah,
Okay.
you get up, you got there, there's a whole criteria, and
Is it, I'm gonna guess that it's percentage, so that as new houses get built, the percentage goes down. So, okay.
And then it has to do with like the income that people make, and there's a bunch of things. I can find it. Some of them are interesting. Some of them we don't have control over, like the older houses, but like.
Or
you
the
said,
average salary of
Yeah.
town. Yeah.
Public Works report kind of goes in with the local traffic authority too. They've been working on getting the school signs put up. We had to do our, what?
In my lifetime.
Yeah, we're getting there. So call before you dig, we had to redo, and we had to get the permit put in. We got all that done
Did they
today.
ever figure out programming? Because they never reached out to me.
No, I'm still working on that. I went to do it to program it last week, and I didn't have a password, and so they got me the password, and I went to do it today, but I didn't have much time, so.
Is it all online? Is it
It's
a,
all on the cloud program. It
Okay.
shouldn't be hard. They sent me like 45 minutes worth of videos to watch, and I haven't watched them all yet, but I talked to the person, they're out of Quebec, so their time difference is a little weird. I haven't talked to them in person yet, so I don't know if they have an accent. I've been talking to them in email, so they have a number to call if I have problems. I can call, but I don't think it'll be a problem. So I have to get them set up, but we got the signs, and wait till you see, did I show you a picture of them? Wait till you see how good these signs are.
I saw them in the disassembled state,
Oh.
and they were, I can imagine how big they are.
They are like twice as tall as me. More than twice as tall as me, just so. I just scroll through all the cat pictures.
Wow.
The trucks will see them.
Your speed
Everyone will see them.
166,
Yeah,
okay.
it goes up to 166.
Are these calibrated for kilometers or miles per hour?
Right now, I don't know. I have to check when I get
That
in.
is huge.
They'll be seen. Well, someone said because the 100 is not in red, so it's okay. So that's why I'm thinking it might be kilometers, because 100 kilometers is like 60 maybe.
It's still over 25.
Yeah, but it's, oh yeah, but it's not really, well, it could be speeding, but.
Yeah.
So that's. So they poured the concrete because they have to be in concrete pedestals. They poured the concrete at least at one location by the housing authority where one of them.
Oh, is that what they were working on today?
Yeah,
Yeah, I saw heavy equipment there. I was wondering what was going on.
yeah, they did the concrete one there. I don't think they did the one out here yet because they're gonna have to close, one lane of traffic when they do out here. So, they'll probably be on that next week because we have, tomorrow we have a training at the DOT, training facility in Berlin.
Bring your matches,
What?
bring your matches.
For what?
Fire.
Oh, yeah, that's where the fire was there. I forgot about that. But that's where we're going tomorrow for a traffic safety class. And then on Thursday, I have my last class for my training for public works for it's the roadmasters, I think, which is snow and ice.
But then you'll officially be a roadmaster.
I think it's my roadmaster certification after that. And now I'm working on my traffic authority one, and the guys are picking another. And they spent a lot of last week cleaning up from the old playground because where the playground was, there was a lot of some like old cement. And they actually had to dig out all of the years of shavings,
Mulch.
all of the years of mulch that was there. They had to dig out and then they had to fill it in. So you couldn't just cover it up because it would cause a sinkhole. That took a lot and a lot of back and forth to gears. So. And they've been doing prepping on the trucks for the winter. So that's
If winter ever happens.
yeah.
It's coming.
What's next? Traffic authority, that. So the signs should be up by at least next week, end of next week, because they're doing all the concrete this week. And if they don't get to that, they'll start that one on Monday and then the signs can go in. So.
Nice, and it's fairly early in the school year.
Yeah.
So it's not like, hey, we got them done in June.
And the cool thing about the signs is I can run reports on people's speed because it keeps track of it every time the speed thing goes on. It keeps track of what it's flashing. So there's ways to run reports to see how
Camera?
fast people are going.
Camera?
There's no camera. It just tracks the.
No, but that could be useful data in talking to state DOT saying, we need to do something about Main Street.
Yeah.
So.
You know, in North Stonington, they, in front of the Wheeler Library and the old school, they put in speed bumps there to slow the traffic down. And even though it's posted at 25, unless you're driving a truck, you really want to be going at least 25 or slower.
On the
Yeah.
state road?
No, on the
Oh, yeah, on the
on
side
the
road.
access road.
Yeah.
Past the Wheeler Library.
So it was, not to derail this, I noted in Hawaii, there are speed bumps on every type of road, main arterial road or not. And I was like, oh, I wonder if this is just a Hawaii thing. And then like 2 or 3 months ago, going through New Haven area, the speed bumps all over the
Yeah,
place
they
in New
have them
Haven.
on all the roads in New Haven. I took those.
Yeah,
They
so.
were too.
Exactly. So I think, I don't know if opinions are changing on whether or not speed bumps are a good or a bad idea. But if it's a 25 zone, whether or not it's a arterial road or not, I think if we've got speed reports, say 3 months worth of speed reports,
Yeah.
that may be a good idea for a conversation again,
Yeah.
saying, don't tell me you don't do speed bumps in Connecticut. You do them in New Haven.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
You know,
Good point. All right, on to finance report. So the finance director's report and the treasurer's report are attached.
P&L's attached and the expenditure report's attached.
Making a verbal presentation.
I'll give a verbal on mine and then Tony has his attached. The transfer station audit is, I just got the draft yesterday. So I just have to review that. We're waiting on the town to be just about done. We're just waiting on the fixed asset list to be completed. The two grants for the town hall grant here and the playground grants are just about, we're doing the payments on them now. And then we should be working on the next budget year. Doing the budget for 25, 26. And I don't have to win, so.
And of course, they put short-term interest rates again.
Yep.
Down like 4%.
When we did the budget, we expected it to go down, so we didn't budget income wise. Expecting that they. And we should be sitting in the next 2 weeks, finally, with Tony being sick, we haven't been able to sit down and make a decision about the bank. But we're hoping to do that by Thanksgiving.
Okay.
Any questions on any of those?
You have money for the Christmas banners?
Yeah.
Perfect. What did you have for?
Moving on to old business, ARPA funds, we're gonna have to remember to put that on the next agenda.
Yeah, we're almost, pretty much the
December,
final stages.
Yeah.
use it or lose it.
Yeah. Municipal complex improvement, where are we with that? We poured the concrete for the patio on the side. The basement's all done at the library.
We're down to maybe $1,000, which I think is what we're gonna buy the bench. And just wait and see the final. And then the fund bench will be closed down.
The trip grant and the community connectivity grant, we're kind of working on those together on both of the grant. Both of the grant oversight people are letting us work on them together, just keeping the money separate when we spend it. Where are we with that?
Those two were in the design phase. They're
Yeah.
working on the design. It should be done maybe around December timeframe. That's what we're.
And then the playground is all set. We had the
ribbon cutting,
ribbon cutting on the
it's
weekend.
official, that was we had the soft open, now it's officially open.
That's all set.
You can go on Childscape and see pictures of it. And they're doing the drone. They're gonna try to do a drone video of it.
Nice.
And we might be on the next camera.
So for new business, dairy farm abatements are attached. The Sunnyside Farm abatement, as you can see from the stamp at the top, came in a couple of days late. It's up to us if we are going to accept it or not. I recommend we do. They had a death in the family. Joan Gillo, who is the matriarch of the farm, passed away in this time frame. So I think that we should accept it.
Do you need a motion on that?
Yeah.
No, we accept the claim.
Second motion to accept it late.
And so the motion's been made and seconded that we accept the Sunnyside Farm abatement application. So that's 70, oh wait, no, probably like a month. Either way. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, hearing none, it's accepted. So now they're both here to review. They send the applications in since we started the program. Everything, they were reviewed by the assessor too, and everything was submitted as requested. I make a motion to accept their applications.
Motion to accept their application.
Motion's been made and seconded. Is there any discussion?
No.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay.
How many big farms are left in town?
These might be the only two that are left that are big. Oh, the sweet
The
farm.
sweet
too.
farm, but they're not too.
They're not a dairy farm. This is an abatement that was passed through the state legislature that was moved to the towns that they could adopt it. They could adopt it if they so choose to help the dairy farmers. We have two that are still in business. Maybe more teeth in that way.
Yep.
Tough business to be in.
Yeah. So next is tax refunds. So we have tax refunds presented from the tax collector. This one has the sticker right on the name, so I don't know.
For the copy? Yeah.
Does it just say on it?
It's
For all what?
Ally Financial, maybe?
Yeah.
Okay. Ally Financial, Toyota Lease Trust,
Yeah.
Tanya and Wesley Martin, USD Leasing.
Move to approve.
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded to approve the tax refund as requested by the tax collector. Is there any discussion?
Nope.
No.
Okay, so all in favor? Oh, wait, there's another one. Toyota Lease Trust. Oh, there's a lot. There are four Toyota Lease Trust.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Several terrible
Yeah.
trusts.
Okay. So I don't know if I said all in favor.
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed, hearing none there. So next we have
Driveway permit?
driveway refunds. So these are for aprons when they get there, they put a bond down. And then when that permit's been done, they get their money back. So this is for refunds for Bill and Diane Martin. Their driveway was on Gardner Road, and for,
That circle?
yeah.
Yeah.
for,
Who's it for?
Go. Refund.
Second.
So the motion's been made and seconded for the driveway bond refund for 95 Gardner Road and 55 Bennett Circle. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, hearing none there.
You missed, paragraph.
Oh, yeah, ClearGov, sorry. So we had the presentation last week from ClearGov.
ClearGov on here? Oh, it's on the back.
Yeah,
Sorry,
I
there we
missed
go.
it.
Don't think so.
I
Yep.
missed it. So we just need to decide if it's something we're gonna put into the budget for next year.
It's 10 grand, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
I
Yeah, that
talked,
makes sense.
I talked to, I have a meeting every once in a while, we call it the Farm 5 meeting. It's with, the first selectman in Sterling, North Stonington, Griswold, Preston, and Maine. We have Lisbon was there today too. And ClearGov was something that came up because Preston has it.
Yep.
And because Bob in North Stonington was asking about it because he's been looking at it too. And he knew that he knew we were looking at it because Bob, who did the presentation, told him that we were. And so we were asking Sandra about it because she was the only one that had it already. She's Preston. And she says they love it. Like her finance department really likes it. It makes everything easy, like quicker for their budgeting process because they're not going through all of their Excel files and their folder, like actual folders to find everything because everything is all in one spot. So she said it makes it easier for them to get the information, and it's pretty much been a good thing there.
So what I'm hearing is Sandra from Preston
Yeah.
is saying it's a no-brainer. Do it.
Because a lot of the things that she said that it helped them with is what we struggle with on our end. Because I know, like for the capital improvement plan, like I have an an Excel file for every single plan we have, because that's how it's put together. And so it's so time consuming to go through and edit it every year, because they have to like open up every single page of its own Excel page. So it would
And there's
be,
nothing that flows together.
And it
Everything's
doesn't-
manual. It's so
yeah.
easy to miss something, make a mistake, or, yeah.
And
it's
it
the
adds
same
to
price.
the transparency of
Yeah, and she said
the
that
budget
too.
process,
Yeah.
right?
She said they actually have people that use it, like the residents that go to it and look at it. She said that they've only had it for a year or two and they're still like tweaking it to like make it more user friendly and to fit their needs. And she said that's something that you can do with it. So and it's the same price for them as it is for us because sounds like it's a generic price for everyone. So.
I make a motion that we move forward with ClearGov.
Yeah, so then
Are we starting it this year or next budget year?
because he said we could start, because it takes a while to put all the information in, and they can.
And when they give
charge
us a prorated price,
Yeah,
do we have the money in this year's budget with all the other stuff we're doing? If it's like $5 or $6 grand for this year.
I think so, yeah. I was going through stuff this weekend and
If we've got the money in this year's budget, why wait? Let's get started on it.
there's a couple things I want to double check first, just because it was maybe January timeframe or something.
yeah, or see how they can bill us for it too, if we do it right now.
So-
The other thing we wanted to look into is some of the, Taylor found a really cool thing, is no something. And she put the minutes, she put, one of the recordings of one of her meetings right into it. It's AI chat, like ChatGPT.
Yeah.
And it created the whole minute for it. So some of
Yeah,
the
there's
things-
a whole bunch of AI services that do
We're looking at-
automatic meeting transcription.
So we're looking at a few things to maybe save on that, make it, look at the different things we have now and see if it still makes sense. And see if maybe we can find some other savings elsewhere. Okay, sure. Pay for this.
So, motion to move forward with ChatGPT this year.
The
Um,
chat- No,
That's
the
ClearGov.
ClearGov, thank you, thank you, thank you.
We're not
Thank
doing
you.
that one right now.
Yeah, no,
That's still in the, looking at phase.
yeah, there's a couple that I've used for meeting transcription, so we can talk about that. But motion for ClearGov on this year's budget this year.
Or starting with you. Okay, any more discussion?
No.
Yep, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
So we're gonna be entirely walking away from the Excel spreadsheet.
Well, not until it's completely, fully.
Yeah, because it takes them, she said it takes a while to get all of the information into their system, because they put everything in there.
The
So.
one question I'd asked, Bill Battaglia when he was doing the presentation.
Robert.
Rob Battaglia, whatever, Rob Bill.
I call him Bob, so.
If there's a better mousetrap that comes along 5 years from now,
Well, I can say like we did with, we went and found, at the building department, we found another system that the building inspector liked better. And it was $5,000 cheaper. And yes, everything was pretty much PDF, so they just downloaded it, and the two companies worked together, and we downloaded everything.
We can
Opened up and-
request that our data
And
is,
we have already asked that question.
we can extract our data.
Yeah,
we
and
have
it's
that too.
one is public knowledge, so it's, it has to be open.
you just don't want to find out when there's 23andMe propositions, we're like, oh, we're out of business. Like, what?
Yeah.
And stuff you download it and save to your.
Right.
Yep.
Alright, so do we vote on it?
Yeah, we did.
We're good.
Yes,
All
we
in
did
favor?
vote.
All in
Do it again?
favor, we said aye.
Aye.
Any opposed
There you go.
or none, so we're good. Okay, motion passed. All right, anything else?
Motion
You
to
got
adjourn.
legislative
Oh.
update on there.
Are you there?
You do? Oh, yeah, you do.
Ah.
Legislative agenda. What's that in the
Yes,
packet?
I thought they were in recess, weren't we safe?
Huh? We wanted to review,
All of the, at CPM, I actually forgot to put it in here. I can bring it back up again at the next meeting. Just to think, I'll just put it in your will now to think about anything that we might want to address at the next session.
Okay.
One of the things, and this is more on our end and not the session, but I just remembered, is I had a resident ask me a couple of months ago about putting in some new signs in the pond at Beach Pond for speed limits, because there is one sign in the cove area that kind of blew away and it's like in the bushes, and he had asked if I could have DEP put the sign back out and maybe put another one on the other side. So I reached out to DEP about it, and their response came a while later
No.
with our ordinances. They don't like our ordinances that talk about the enforcement of the pond. So they want us to repeal what we have and put new ones in, and they will rate the ordinances for us or help us write an ordinance if I give them like a layman's idea as to what we want to happen, and that this will help overall in the enforcement on the pond. So,
So it wasn't a no, it was a, how can we help you?
yeah,
Kind of.
so that's something that I'll be working on with DEP, and I have a couple of residents that I'm gonna reach out to see if they can help me with that too. So
When I was a child, it used to be 2 6-mile-per-hour signs on either
I
side.
think that's probably what he was talking about.
And they were that diameter round. Now this is a tiny 6-mile-per-hour sign.
So I'm gonna
Not very effective.
reach out and see if they can help me come up with some ideas for our.
Speed bumps. We need speed bumps in the code.
You know,
But then as far as legislative agenda goes, I'm gonna have to work on what I need to get them to pass a similar mutual enforcement. So I was waiting to see who was gonna be in office over there. I think the same person got back in, so I'll reach out to Rhode Island and work on that as far as I can.
So is it, so it's the Rhode Island DEP equivalent, but also, isn't it, Exeter?
I think it's Exeter, and this is what I'm gonna ask DEP about too, is that for our ordinances, if it makes sense for Exeter to do some similar stuff too, so that they're enforceable on the whole pond, because
Yep.
I think that's something that like has to be
Consistency,
done
yep.
for consistency. So that's what I'm planning on, what will happen. And I don't know if Exeter has any. I don't think they do, because I don't know.
Invite Exeter to your
It's gonna
long
be,
5 meetings.
This is gonna be I've got to take a field trip to an Exeter town council meeting, which I've heard is like, that they're pretty interesting, so.
in terms of audience participation or,
The people. So, nothing against Exeter. If you're watching that.
Okay.
Actually, I like my mom's from Exeter.
We don't hold it against you, do we?
Yeah.
okay, anything else?
Nope.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
Uh,